Many people will not agree to participate in a program free until you are free. The EFF is not an organization of South Africans only. The EFF represent all those who reject imperialism and colonialism. The EFF represent all the oppressed masses of our people all over the world. It doesn't matter whether you are white or black, as long as you are fighting colonialism, as long as you are fighting imperialism, as long as you know that USA is the enemy of the people, you are a friend of the EFF. Because that which is happening in Palestine is being condoned by the USA. If the USA was not agreeable to the oppression of the people of Palestine, that Israel will not be arrogant. The madman who is a president of the USA today agrees entirely with the nonsense that is happening in Palestine. The nonsense which is perpetuated by apartheid Israel in Palestine is supported directly by capitalism and by America. So we need to say to the embassy of Israel, we are not friends with people who derive pleasure out of pain of other people. We must always be democratic. We must always respect the human rights. Why do you arrest people without trial and claim to be democratic? Because everybody must be subjected to a fair hearing by an independent judiciary. The people of Palestine, they get jailed without trial by apartheid Israel. We are not here today because we hate the Jewish people. Our march is not against the Jews. Our march is against the apartheid Israel. So we must not live here thinking that the Jews are our enemies. They are not our enemies. We do not agree with the apartheid Israel. We are saying to South Africa, remove our embassy in Israel, and then remove this one from South African soil, because we cannot share a territory with people who are oppressing other people. We are saying to all South Africans, do not visit Israel until the land is returned back into the hands of the rightful owners. Because by visiting Israel now, you are supporting the apartheid Israel. We are saying to universities and all academic institutions and academics, stop doing any business with Israel. We are saying to the business community, cut your ties with Israel. Why? Because when we were under apartheid, we received an international solidarity. That's why today we are free in South Africa. People marched all over the world against South African apartheid. That's why today we are returning the favor to the people of Palestine. If we boycott everything Israel, then they will feel the pain, they will see the need to go into genuine negotiations with Palestinian authorities so that they resolve to come with one state solution, not two states. I know that there are resolutions and international resolutions on two states solution. We want one state. We want Palestinians and the Jewish communities to live under one democratic country, like we are doing here in South Africa. We are living here with Afrikaners. It doesn't matter how much we hate them. We have to live with them because they've been naturalized here. We are saying to the Palestinians, we are saying to the Israelis, if South Africans can do it, you too can do it. You can stay together peacefully and elect a government which is based on the will of the majority, not on the will of the connected few who've got economic power. Democracy doesn't matter whether you are Jew or Palestinian. As long as the majority say this is the type of government we want, we must all respect that. We are doing the same in South Africa. Even when we are led by fools, we accept that they are a democratic government of fools. There's nothing we can do about that. So we are saying, all of us, let us respect democracy. We are saying to apartheid Israel, respect democracy. We have nothing against you except the system of oppression, occupation of Gaza is wrong. And we are saying return the land in the same way we are demanding our land here in South Africa. Let the people of Palestine own their own land. Fellow fighters, we must know that our struggle is not a localized struggle. You must not, when you fight, think only of Soshanguve or Atteridgeville. Our issues go beyond Tshwane. Our issues are international. When you destroy the EFF in Tshwane, you must know you are destroying the hope of the Palestinians, very far from Tshwane. So you must stop being narrow-minded. You must stop suffering from a frog view. You must have a giraffe view. You must see Palestine even when you are here. You must feel the pain of Palestinians even when you are here. Children are being killed. Children are being stabbed. Women are being bombed in Palestine. Soldiers have occupied that place. There are a lot of entry areas. Even if you are not a Palestinian or a Jew, you want to visit Palestine, you are subjected to a huge harassment by Israel. So that must come to an end. This march is not a once-off march. We'll come here every time Balfour Declaration is celebrated by reactionary forces. We will come here to condemn it, because Balfour Declaration is reactionary. It was a colonizer, Britain, giving the land of Palestinians to the Jews without the consent of the Palestinians. We are saying to Britain, shame on you. You will never be our friend because you are a colonizer. How do you give other people's land through a simple short letter that the rest will see what they do, but you guys, here is your portion? Allocating the land of the Palestinians without their consent. That must come to an end. Everything that represents apartheid, everything that represents oppression must be defeated, must be fought against by all of us. Let us hold hands with the people of Palestine. It doesn't matter how many are you. You must just say, wrong, it's wrong. And it will never be accepted. It doesn't matter whether that wrong is being done to me. Even if it's done to another person, it remains wrong. We need a free Palestine. In the EFF rallies, if you have not noticed, this flag is always up there on the stage of Palestine. Because we are not only with Palestinians when it is fashionable or on Balfour Declaration Day. We are with them throughout. International solidarity should not be factional. International solidarity should not be partisan. Everybody else must pay their respect and say to the Israeli regime, free the people of Palestine. Whether you are ANC, whether you are DA, whether you are COPE, wrong, it's wrong. And we know that what Israel is doing to Palestine, it's wrong. So, fighters, let us spread the gospel. Let us make our people understand that there are people who are still suffering today under the oppression of Israel supported by Britain and America. We are not with the colonizers. Our vote with DA does not mean we support their ideological orientation. It's a marriage of convenience. DA is like what you call this person you date after breaking up with your genuine girlfriend. DA is a rebound. We will meet the real lover. We are still passing time. Because DA represent apartheid Israel here. We are not confused about that. But we have a problem of these criminals called the ANC, who are stealing directly without any shame. That's why we are saying, in the meantime, let us pause a bit here while we are still looking for a permanent solution to the crisis of South Africa. Our voting with DA should never be confused that we support the apartheid Israel, because DA does support apartheid Israel. Yes. Our marriage with DA should not mean that we support Black Monday. This nonsense that the white Afrikaners were doing here in Tshwane on Monday, we don't support such nonsense. And what was even worse is that police are so scared of white people. Instead of shooting at them with rubber bullets, they were taking the phones of white people, shooting them pictures while they were disrupting the city of Tshwane. If you start misbehaving here, these police won't even shoot a warning, because these blacks are trained by apartheid to suffer from a black hate. It was an opportunity for them to test the skin of white people with a rubber bullet. They missed an opportunity. So we are saying to them, they must know we are watching them. Even their loudmouth minister, who did not instruct them to shoot at this racist, who were blocking our roads, who were stopping our children from going to write their final examination of matric. Useless police of Tshwane did not do anything against racism, even when they saw it on Monday. Useless minister of police did not do anything, even when whites were disrupting us. You know why? The ANC is scared of white people. The ANC is scared of Israel. The ANC is scared of Afrikaners. So the regime of the EFF will never be scared of a white person. These police here are trained to respect a white man. When they see a white man, ha, basa. But a black man, they ill-treat, even when black people are not doing anything but fighting for their rights. I saw police arresting a black young girl in UCT who was protesting naked. They carried her, harassed her, put her in a van. But during the feast must fall in Stellenbosch and even in UCT, when police were shooting at black people, the white children did a human chain in front of black students. Police stopped shooting because they saw the train bus. That's how they are taught. Their colleges respect them to respect whiteness. You are cowards in uniform. It doesn't matter whether a wrong thing is done by a black person or a white person. All of us must respect the law. Now, I heard that these whites are coming to march again. They will announce a new date. I'm thinking, National Chair, we must organize a counter march and meet them halfway. We cannot allow white people to do as they wish in this country, like they are doing in Palestine. Let them announce the day they are coming back to Tshwane. Let us meet them toe to toe. Let us teach them who owns South Africa. We cannot be harassed in our own country during apartheid and be harassed in our own country during a democratic dispensation by a nonsense Afrikaner community. It must come to an end. Let us take them toe to toe. Let us show them who is in charge of this country. This is our land. This is our country. We will defend it with everything. If it means defending it with our lives, let us defend it with our lives. Let us see. Let us see when the Boers come back. Which side will the police take? Police must take side. We are not fighting anyone. We are going to liberate our highways, our freeways from racist whites because government has failed. When government failed to protect us, we must protect ourselves. This regime has failed. Let us protect ourselves against this racism. Fellow fighters, bring anything that will defend this land on that day. Let's bring anything that will defend this land on that day. This is our land. We must not be pushed to a limit by these Afrikaners because they take advantage of our tolerance. They think our kindness is stupidity. Why sing this time? Why bring apartheid flag here? Can you imagine what the Jews will say? Can you imagine what Israel will say if we're to come here and do Hitler salute in front of this embassy? They will not be happy. But they tell us to tolerate what reminds us of our difficult past. The ANC is useless. And for those who don't see that the ANC is useless, really, you need a mental checkup. You tell me now, why would the ANC, if it's not scared of white people? White people in South Africa speak two languages, English and Afrikaans. Both of those languages are found in our national anthem. They call it reconciliation. Two languages of whites are in the national anthem. We speak many languages. We only have two languages in the national anthem. But whites are completely represented in our national anthem. Why? Why do you think whites will not think they are superior when they are well represented in their national anthem? When we sang the song, Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer, who were taken to court, the song was banned by the court because they said this song is promoting hatred and division. Why is the court not banning this term? Because it represents the apartheid regime and the pain that our people suffered. In Flag Plus, when they were killing our people drunk, they were singing this term. Every time they went to kill black children in the townships of Mamelodi, Soshanguve, Atteridgeville, they came back in salutation and sang this term, celebrating a loss of life of African people. They took that flag high. Every time they killed blacks, they took that flag high. They bring the same flag today. And we are told we must be tolerant. This government this ANC sold out in 1994. That's what gives these people this attitude of arrogance. We need to deal with that. In the government of the EFF, there will not be disdain in the national anthem. In the government of the EFF, no one will possess an apartheid flag. We stopped singing "Kill the Boer, kill the farmer" because we were giving this reconciliation chance. They must not force us to go back there. This flag is forcing us to going back to singing the song that is banned by the courts. No one should ban the flag. In the same way, no one should have banned a struggle song. Our own consciousness of reconciliation and unity should help us to do away with everything else that represents division. But the regime of today, which is obsessed with stealing, is unable to put these Afrikaner boys at their right place. Why do you have a party called AfriForum? Africans Forum, Afrikaner Forum. That which is happening in Palestine is happening here in South Africa underground, under the watch of the ANC. We must not allow that. Black people claim to be in charge, but you are the poorest of the poor. You have no land, you have no minerals, you don't control strategic sectors of the economy. When there is poverty, it's black people. When they are domestic workers, it's black people. Garden boys, black people. Security guards, black people. Everything that pays low wages is black people in your own country. If these statements we are making will make people not to vote for the EFF, let them keep their votes. We are not going to get into government pretending to be what we are not. You must vote for us because we are telling the truth, not because we are lying to you and to the people of South Africa. We are not here to lie about what's happening in Israel, in Palestine, done by apartheid Israel. That which is done in Palestine reminds us of our difficult past, and we still live with these conditions today. So this must change. Fighters, let us work the ground. Fighters, let us build branches. Fighters, let us make our people understand what we represent. They must not listen to the media. They must listen to us. They must read our material. Media is not our friend. Don't be confused. They are still busy with Zuma. When they finish Zuma, they are coming for us. They always choose their target. We are very happy with the work they are doing with Zuma because it's convenient. But don't be confused and claim these are our friends. These are owned by capitalists who are opposed to the agenda of expropriation of land without compensation, the agenda of nationalization of mines, banks, and strategic sectors without compensation. They are opposed to that. So we must make our people understand how the policies of the EFF will benefit them, so that when we take over and we start implementing the policies of the EFF, our people are not mobilized by the media against the government of the EFF, because we would have educated them politically. That's why we said this year, it's a year of a branch. It's not a year for you to be a branch chairperson. It's a year to build a branch and educate people about the policies of the EFF. So, this nonsense we're seeing here in Tshwane, of people fighting over branches, You are fighting over nothing. We don't want to be chairpersons. We don't want to be secretaries. We want to educate society with an alternative policy which will usher in economic freedom in our lifetime. Stop attacking the EFF on Facebook. You have a problem, write a letter. Stop attacking you. We are not ANC. Can you see what ANC people are doing? They are killing each other as if they are not from the same party. In the EFF, we don't tolerate that. We open the door slowly but surely and then show you direction to the ANC. Because those who kill their own belong to the ANC, not to the EFF. Unity and solidarity, very important in the EFF. We are one thing, even when we are angry at others. That's how we work in the EFF. You don't become angry with each other as if you are enemies. How can you have solidarity with Palestinians and not have solidarity with yourselves? You are misleading yourself. Hold each other's hands. Unity of purpose. This country has put its own hopes on all of you. When they see a red beret, they say that's where lies our hope. The people of Africa, everywhere in Africa, look at what they were doing in Kenya. We may not agree with Kenyatta and his party, but the fact that they were wearing a red beret, influenced by the EFF in South Africa, you should know that your influence doesn't only exist in Tshwane. It goes beyond the borders of South Africa. Please take the revolution serious. Thank you very much, comrades, for coming in your numbers. Thank you very much for your discipline. Please, when you go home, remember the people of Palestine. Those who pray, pray for them. They must realize their freedom in their lifetime. Go home peacefully, go home in a disciplined manner, so that this bloody, thirsty police of Zuma do not attack you. Because I want to see you tomorrow when we launch branches and strengthen the EFF on the ground. We are always happy to be with you, because when we come together, we revive ourselves. We were not just here to support the people of Palestine. We were here to revive the fighting spirit amongst the members of the EFF. Continue doing a good thing. Thank you very much. Amanda! Amanda! Long live EFF, long live! How no magubi! Siaya! Siaya! No magubi! Siaya! Siaya! No ma bese tubolas! Besishaya!